I banish all energies that do not serve me. I release all energies that do not serve me. I am grateful for health, abundance, and happiness. I cleanse my home of any heaviness and negativity. I call in protection from negative energy. I release any worry from my body and my home. Ashe, ashe, ashe. I'm grounded with the earth. I am present in my body. I am exactly where I need to be. The energy of the earth flows through me right here, right now. I am safe. I'm grounded. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Oh wait, my notes over here. Let's get it started. I think I need to tighten this up. Possibly, maybe. Hey, 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 collective. Tap the screen, tap the screen, tap the screen. Let me check my clove water. Ooh, I can really taste that black garlic. Ooh, good though. It's real good. So how is everybody? Hear the bell. Just in time for the bell. How did everybody's sleep go? Has anybody been having any weird dreams? Yeah, has anybody been having any well, not all of you do. But pay attention to what you dream. Pay attention to who you see in the dream. Don't engage. This is what they're trying to do. It's just something to try and, I don't know, have you unnerved, trigger you, irritate you. Don't go for it though. And then they want you to think. Yeah, I think I'll do some asking. Allow a few questions this time. Kind of change it up a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit. Now I don't know what is going on with TikTok lately, but they've been just doing weird things with the comments. Don't know if I need that. Might do. I need to know in case I do. But yeah, just some weird stuff's been going on. Ain't it funny how we've got these colors? Isn't it nice, collective? Isn't it nice? Yeah, so those of you that have that do get prophetic dreams, pay attention to them. Write it down. Your surroundings, where you are, if you recognize the area, any little detail you can remember. The best thing to do is the second you wake up, this is what I do. Keep a pen and a notepad next to you so that when you wake up, you can write it down instantly, because I guarantee you, say for instance, you say to yourself, oh, I'm going to wait to have had a hot drink. Do you know what's going to happen? You're going to forget. Do you understand? So, yeah, so there's a reason why. Depending on what you see in the dream and what's happening, as long as you're not being chased. For an example, myself, I would say I'm being lured or someone's trying to lure me. It's like people can try and lure you back into old cycles and they get very inventive with ways in which they do it. Now, a whole lot of things will make sense if you catch my drift. Those of you that know exactly what I'm talking about. And to those that are trying to or attempting to infiltrate my psyche as I'm pulling energy, I strongly suggest you take several seats because I ain't taking no prisoners. As I said, that what comes out the Eight of Swords. Told ya. Yes, there's the emphasis on that. Be careful of mind control. And I'm saying this purely because I don't know why this is important, but whatever your circumstances, whatever country or area you live in or state, however it's where you want to articulate it, you know, like certain the powers that be are trying to, what's the word I want to use? It's like they're giving out information, but they didn't give any information out at the time when they should have done. That makes any sense. So to me, it's a distraction tactic. They want everybody in the uproar to focus over there. Do you understand? Whilst over there, they're doing some BS. Do you understand? And by the time you refocus yourself, shit's all haywire. Just think about the day, the season, the time, what's going on currently. Ask yourself, why now? What is the reason for them doing this now? It's too convenient, but it's a strategic scheme. Those that know what I'm talking about know exactly what I mean. Let me get some water. I do it myself just a little bit. Yeah, it's all part of their strategy. If you know what this is a hydrated or a hydration flask. So when you push the button, you get hydrated water. So that's what's currently going on in the energy, please and thank you. Two six. Okay. So someone wanted you caught up in something, or somebody tried to trap the collective. Those of you that know your situation, this is just confirmation, whatever it is. And remember, if you continue to move the way you are, it will all work out for your benefit. Just don't have any expectation on, how can I say? It will work out for your best benefit, just not in the way you may have perceived, or maybe not in the way that you want it to. Do you understand? But it will always be for your best interest, okay? What's this about the hangman and my collective? So clearly, if they was trying to get you caught up in something or get you trapped in something, that means that they're trapped in something. So if that's the energy that they put out, then clearly it's gone back. So I kind of get, and they was trying to like cause you maybe some type of distraction, maybe, or get you caught up in things that's not really gonna serve your purpose or your journey. Clearly, someone doesn't want me to speak. Yeah, because we got the Chariot card with the Knight King of Pentacles again. Maybe someone jealous of your success. They don't want you to have your success. As bizarre as it sounds, some people want your success. Like they want the status, but they don't want to do the work that it takes to obtain that level of status. Do you understand? Which is weird. But it's you collective, so I don't really know what they really want me to say about that one. I don't have an opinion. It is what it is. Yeah. So you are have good news on the way, but what I will say is keep it to yourself. Remember, you don't owe anybody any explanation. These people are completely severed from your energy. So the only way they can see anything is by doing this the same BS that they've been doing, which is stalking your platforms, making fake accounts. Do you understand? That's the only way they can find out anything about you. So clearly these people have like a high level of obsession, I would say. But anyway, your good news is here. So whatever it is, you know what you're doing. Some of you, like I said, some of you may be branching off into, I just heard, uncharted territory. So you're possibly, whether that's from new ideas or something you've always wanted to do, but maybe never thought you could achieve it. Again, this was because you was around the wrong kind of people. Do you understand? That would put that was projecting their negativity onto you. And I'm literally seeing like, you get like a bunch of fake friends that are jealous, but they act like they're not. They act like they want the best for you. That's a lie. But yet though, any ideas they have, regardless of your feeling, you'll still support them. Do you understand? That's how you're supposed to deal with people. But these people, anytime you think big or have a big idea, they downplay it. They make you feel as though you're not good enough to do it. They make you feel as though it's never gonna happen. That type of shit. But then act like they're being honest. People can only view you as far as they view themselves, if that makes any sense. which is weird. It is what it is, where for whatever reason why they have that type of mindset. Definitely. So this may be like a once in a lifetime opportunity. So you may have some choices to make. For some of you, I already know what you're gonna do. You are a risk taker. You take leaps of faith into the unknown, regardless of the outcome. And even if shit doesn't go the way you planned, guess what? At least you can say you tried regardless. Do you understand? It doesn't mean failure. And this is what these negative people like to believe, you know? It doesn't mean that it's never going to happen. It just maybe mean that you may have to take a different approach. Do you understand? Or just change the way you're coming at it, if that makes any sense. But yeah, good news all around the board, I'd say. Yeah. Looky here, looky here, looky here. You know, there's sort of truth in it. Some of you's coming to some very harsh. I cannot stand when these cards go under the table. Do you know what I need? One of those things that you just use to just pick things up. Oh gosh. Yeah, told you. Told you. Like I said, anything anybody tries to proposition you with or offer to you, don't make any quick decisions. I assert, dot your I's and cross your T's. Definitely don't just take their word for it. Do your own research, because some of these people are just literally trying to set you up in some type of contract where you're trapped, but it benefits them. And I'm getting like set vibe, sorry. Because there's a tower here. So they're trying to set up some type of opportunity of a lifetime, or that's how it may appear. Do you understand? But there's something hidden within that contract that's set to cause you some type of tower or major loss, but it benefits these people. What I'm going to tell you. How about that? Yeah. The right offer for you is what's going to lead you to your Ace of Pentacles. So whatever it is you're doing, you're already on the right path. And what does it tell you? Page of Cups. And I could take this one of two ways. A fish in a cup. But at the same time, I'm seeing two aspects. I'm seeing if they get you to take a fishy offer, that's good news for them. So it could be a thing where there'll be a few offers on the table and you have to pick the right one. Do you understand? But these people are hoping that you pick the wrong one. So be mindful of people when they say things like, oh, I've got this opportunity that's perfect for you. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. Remember, if something don't sit right in your soul, in your spirit, it's not for you. No matter how it looks on the outside. Do you understand? It's the intent or what's attached to it. That's the problem. That's what these people are trying to strategize a way where they can hide this from you, to make sure that you accept this fishy offer. That's going to lead to you not just setting you back, but it's going to give you a bigger loss than you would have gained, if that makes any sense. So be very mindful, collective. It's because they want what's rightfully yours. They want the spiritual inheritance. I'll just tell you like it is. They want the spiritual inheritance. I'm not here to go back and forth as to why. It's not my burden. I'm not going to put myself in that energy of that. And it's also something to keep you unfocused. Yeah, this is something that they know who you are. No matter how much people try and downplay you, 9 times out of 10, they're only jealous because they're not able to think the way you do. Do you understand? Some of these people are obsessed with the way your mind works because you don't see or view the world through the same lens as them. That's why they reject it. Straight away, oh, this person's crazy. But yet, though, everything you stated has happened. Do you understand? This is why for some of you, they may not approach you themselves because they know that if you see their face, some of them can't even face you. If you see their face, you're gonna know straight up is them. Do you understand? It's like that. They're gonna try and send someone in that you've never met. And that person would be an agent. So yeah. They're mad that whatever this is, they know it's gonna lead to some type of success, achievement, celebrations. They know you have a business mindset. For some of you, you've always had this in you, you just may not have had the confidence to take it on board, if that makes any sense, and actually put it into action. But now some of you are. So it's not about what people think. Do you understand? Yeah. Go on, collective and Empress energy. Do you, boo boo? Do you? Stand on who you are, in it. Do you understand? It's not about what people say. It's how you conduct yourself. Action speaks louder than words. Just remember, words are spells. Again, so even if something's not going right at the minute, don't straight away think something negative. We all go through little hurdles. Do you know what I mean? It may not look as though you're benefiting from it, but it doesn't mean you're not going to benefit from it in the end. If that makes any sense. People want fast results. They only see like the first steps. Do you understand? They expect things to be like, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. You understand? You've got to put in the work to get out of it. For some of you, you may enter into something where you think you know, or you think you have all the tools, come to realize there's bits you didn't notice or bits you wasn't aware of. That's normal. It doesn't mean that it's not achievable. So don't let anybody tell you different just because they don't have the courage to do so and put themselves out there. And that's what a lot of this is. A lot of it's just straight up jealousy. And that's bad. People like that, stay far from them. Because they don't mean you're no good, yeah. I'm sorry for laughing. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Now, let me just say this, yeah. You know, these are the people, that's what I'm telling you. These are the people, that's 10 and 1, yeah, that's burdens. Collective is not you because you don't have any burdens, yeah. But let me say this, yeah. The same people that may have been jumping on this witch hunt bandwagon, yeah, of trying to tarnish your image, spread these lies, continue to spread these lies, just so that people view you for the same lens that they do. It's all jealousy. These people are burdened because they know they messed up. Do you understand? People can see right through them. When you express yourself a certain way, when it hits people, it gives them another perspective. Do you understand? And that's helping someone. Do you understand? That's giving them another tool in our arsenal. Do you understand? So what these people do is they're burdened now. Katana ones is burdens, heavy burdens. Do you understand? They want to burden you with their insecurities. That's what it is 9 times out of 10. So by them doing the shit they did, like trying to, how can I say, steal your forms of income, they're thinking, oh, well, if she hasn't got the money to do it, she'll never be able to do it. Not everything needs money. Do you understand? And you can save, whereas these people don't. They want fast money, so they rather rob Peter to steal from Paul. Do you understand? And he was hoping, that's what I'm saying, people like to tar you by the same brush that they have, that they are. And it's not the case. So basically, they're burdened. They're also burdened because they know you know. Ace of Swords is the sword of truth. They know you know, collective. Let me tell you something. Ignorance is bliss, yeah. But one thing I will say is, you know, the ones that had the most to say, because they'll avoid you at all costs. And I've seen it. I've been walking in town, yeah, and someone that I know I've never had any beef with, yeah, the way they did a U-turn was so fast. I'm surprised she didn't have quick neck. Do you understand? The minute she see me, I seen the eyes widen. I could feel her energy. Literally like a deer in the headlights. And that told me, was you on that hate train, boo boo? Yeah. It's funny how everybody tries to tar you with who you may have been in a past life. But yet though, these people are still exactly the same way as they was in a past life, in this life. So who hasn't grown? Who hasn't changed? Oh, okay. Say no more. And that's what it really is. They're regretting the fact, exactly. Collective. You've gained your wings. You kept going. You went through all the betrayers, you went through all the naysayers. You even went through things being taken from you. Do you know what I mean? You may have had things blocked from you, doors locked on you. So do you know what God did? He created one for you. Yeah. And you just stepped on it. And I could literally see in my mind's eye. Because I had a weird dream. I'm not going to say anything yet about it, but I had a weird dream. And I thought, oh, this makes sense. So you stepped into the door of another level. Let me just say that. Say, for instance, it's like a wealth level. You've done the work, you passed your test, you stepped into the higher realms, another level, yeah? And the same people that now wanna be back friends with you or take back the shit they said, I can literally see them like running behind you to this door. Literally. And right as they get to the door, it just gets slammed in their face. The same way they did it to you. And then they're like banging and kicking, like, let me in, let me in. So this is why some people are trying to find little sneaky tactic ways to try and get back in your good graces, so to speak. And it could be anything, but you know who these people are. Just watch how they move. Do you understand? Words that come out their mouth, what people's mouth can lie. Energy and body language don't lie. Doesn't lie. And that's also another gift that's been, whether it's been dormant, whether it's just like a extra additive to the gifts you already have, if that makes any sense. Because some of you are seers. I know because they say if you've got a beauty spot around your eye, you're a seer. Check it out yourself if you don't believe me. You're a seer. Have you noticed people are like to ask you for like advice about things? And because of your ranking, your spiritual ranking, you just get the answers like this. Whereas some people may not even get it. Actually, you have to search. Hey, look at this. Look at this. Ooh, ooh, aces. Ooh, clock this T collective. We got the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Cups, to the Ten of Cups, to the Seven of Swords, to the Justice. That tells me that is because of how you've grown and you chose more productive ways to express yourself, which these people are now trying to follow suit. Do you understand? But yet, though, these was the ones that was the biggest antagonizers for whatever reason. And it wasn't it. People like to act out of their own lack of or their own insecurities. So I've seen a lot of that. I'm seeing a lot of that. People projecting their shit onto you. Look at that. This is your judgment. It's literally like You are walking wealth, literally. And you may not like listen. What people get twisted, yeah, they want to base their value on how much money an individual have. That's where you're wrong. You base someone's value on their qualities they have as an individual. Do you understand? How they go into things with whatever intentions. To me, that there's no amount of money that can pay for an individual with that caliber or those characteristics at all. Yeah. And that could be you could be a high priestess or a high priest. If you're a man, it would be a high priest. Do you understand? And there's like rankings to it, innit? You can be a divine feminine or a divine masculine. When you do the work, it's like you upgrade and upgrade and upgrade. I believe the highest one is, but you can still be a high priestess and an empress, a divine empress. Do you understand? But the empress is the highest. You wouldn't have thought that. You would have thought like the high priest, because of how it sounds, is like a higher spiritual ranking. It's not. The empress is. And once you get to that plateau, you're unveiled. Do you understand? Unstoppable. Do you understand? Yeah. You bear nothing but fruits. So that tells me you're balanced on every scale in the sense of, and I'm going to find out by the chakra cards in a minute. You're balanced on every scale in the sense of you've gone back to your roots. Or like you get some people that be like, oh, I never walk on grass. I was that person too. I kid you not, yeah. The minute I was something was telling me to try it. Now I'm the kind of person I have OCD, yeah. So the first thing I'm thinking of is germs, bacteria, our animal excrements, bird doo doo, and I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I would look at the grass, I'd be like, oh hell no. I'm the kind of person I would have a mat, a towel, all that type of shit. A big plastic bag first. That's me. But that you're blocking any type of energy or minerals from coming through when you do it that way. So I thought, I know what else can I do? So I found somewhere where I don't really see much, how can I say, traffic through this screen. That makes any sense. I kind of find somewhere that was real secluded, and that kind of gave me the confidence to try a little bit. I didn't do it for long. It's like you've got to build yourself up, because literally I was the kind of person where I was a bit of a hypochondriac. All the negative things would go through my mind, like what germs is in it, if there's any diseases, will I catch anything, what will it do to my body, how will it affect me? It just went, and that's not good. But once I realized that it was just my mind playing tricks on me, you may as well say, and I swear to you, when I put my feet on the grass, I fell asleep. It was nice though. Like you do it for about 5 minutes, 10 minutes, just build yourself up. But once you feel the benefits from it, it's amazing. Because I used to have insomnia where I couldn't sleep. And I never forget I did it, but I'm being honest with you. Grass and tree roots are good. The best ones are find the oldest trees. You get trees that are deeply planted, yeah? Let me tell you something. The older the tree, the bigger the roots that have come out of the earth, has the best minerals in it. I'm telling you. Do you understand? Even hug it if you have to, but put your hands on it. Allow yourself to absorb the goodness, the knowledge. You think it's a joke? Try it. I promise you, the first time you do it, I'll be honest with you, you'll probably come back. Just make sure you've not got to do anything important after that. Because where you're so not used to having like a boost of natural energy and natural minerals, there's no other better source than the root of a tree. I kid you not, it'll knock you out. What's that thing that people take to help them go to sleep? I think it begins with an M. There's like this red liquid that you can drink in it that helps you fall asleep. It's like that, but you're getting it from a natural source. You got to remember, anything you take to aid you, you can find it on the earth naturally. That's where you start. Go back to that. and watch how quick things fall into place. I promise you, because I would have never thought that. Do you understand? There's me doing dumb shit like drinking energy drinks. That was the way. I know what you're gonna say. Drinking energy drinks. I used to be addicted to those little glucose. You know, you get those little, was it Lucozade or glucose tablets that say it gives you natural energy? Lies. The only thing that gives you is diabetes and blocked arteries. I kid you not. So I went back to basic. That's what my ancestors told me to do. And I started to remember things that I was taught from my grandmother. Never taught nothing from my mother. The only thing my mother tried that I learned from my mother was I won't even say it, actually, no. Yeah. Yeah. Leave that for how can I say, for more genuine private subscribers, not these fake clone karmic fly monkeys. Okay. But yeah, so when I did that, I remember I came home, wasn't that late. It's around about 5:05. I kid you not. I came home, I put the kettle on to have a herbal tea. I sat down on the sofa, and that's the last thing I remember. I swear. And I woke up thinking, hold on a minute. Because I didn't feel like I was tired, but where it gave me such a boost, that's what happens. Until your body regulates it, do you understand? Then you're able to do that every day or even twice a day. Do you understand? Say, for instance, you want a little energetic boost before you, I don't know, go to work or do a workout. Go and stand your bare feet on a tree root. The older the tree, the better the energy source. I promise you. And it's literally like you've taken speed. Not telling you to take speed, but it has the same type of effect. Do you understand? Yeah. You can literally feel it. It's weird. It's kind of a weird feeling. I can't really explain it. You're only gonna understand if you've done it. Do you understand? But it's amazing. I'm not gonna lie to you. And then I thought to myself, so where was I thinking all this negativity? Again, it was the people around me because they would never do this. But I bet you any money, these same said people that I've watched the benefits I got from it, you know, they're doing it on the sneaky down low. Trust and believe that one. Yes, they are. Guaranteed. Okay, so yeah, see it there? So, Six of Pentacles, sharing your gifts with the world. Now, you can Google this yourself and see this is like what shit means. Do you know what I mean? Strength. I'm getting you. It's just from how you express yourself. Anybody that watches me is like, if I enable you to gain strength to go for your dreams, then I've done something good. That's how I see it is. Money can't buy that. Yeah, gifts is nice, to get me wrong, but I'm not here for that. That's what sets me apart from other people. You understand? King of Cups. Some of you may be in this energy, or this is the love you have for yourself, which is good. Maybe you've always had this, but what I'm trying to say to you is the wrong people. When you're around the wrong people that don't pour into you, they just take. I believe that's what you was faced with. And I'll be honest with you. Everything starts at home. Those of you that had to experience like trauma, abuse of every kind, and didn't end up the same way they did, because these abusers are still doing it. They're just very smart with it. Do you understand? When they target certain people like myself, they hope and pray that I grow up to be the same as them. Do you understand? Because they benefit from it then. Birds with a feather don't always flock together. So you may have came from or been born into a family that do that have that mindset. It doesn't mean that you have to be that way. This is probably why they're attacking me the way they are, and I really don't care. Do you understand? They don't exist. For some of you, you had to like have a funeral for them in the best way possible. And because they know that you know, that's what pisses them off even more. So right about now, we're under heavy spiritual attack. I know it. And you're gonna know, yeah, because these people are coming into your dream state now. Do you understand? When you might have gone through some type of addiction or trauma, what happens is it can be blocked from you, which means your spirit is open. So you could have been getting spiritually raped and you wouldn't even know it. You're thinking to yourself, why am I having these like sexual urges? It's not you. It's these people doing it to you to siphon from your sacral chakra. Do you understand? It's disgusting. And I will expose them. I don't care. There ain't shit you can do to me you haven't done already. And I'm still here. I'm still here. And the karmics are living in fear. Clock that T collector. So yeah, your strength is unmeasurable. Which is funny because these people deemed you as weak. But yet they're still trying to attack you behind the scenes. That's funny. I find that quite hilarious, actually. So because you're doing the opposite of what they expect you to do, some of these people, like, they're spun. Their mind is spun. And that in itself makes them more angry because they're not getting the results they was expecting. So they use even more energy to do even more dumb shit. And what happens is they slip up. And that's exactly what's happening. They've revealed themselves without even realizing. Just from you living in your own authenticity. So that tells you you live amongst fake ass people. It is what it is. These people are the mentality like, oh, I'm going to fake it till I make it. Bitch, you never made it. And your ass is fake as ever. I said what I said and I stand on it. These are the same people that are trying to, yeah, see it there? Collective, you're walking justice, basically. You've come to balance the scales. Excuse me, if you play. But yeah, you've come to balance the scales. And what I say to you about your business mind, even though it's come out as the King of Wands, you got to remember that's just basically sometimes you have to step more into your masculine role, and but sometimes you have to be more in your feminine role. But at the end of the day, we both have a balance of feminine and male energy. Some people are, how can I say, their balance is out of whack, they're unaligned, and it is what it is. You understand? It's for them to see the difference. You can give people the information, but it's up to them how they choose to utilize it or even accept it. More time, 9 times out of 10, you're going to find, had someone else told them that, they would have accepted it more. But because it's us, them not like it. And I keep in that song, them not like me, I'm gonna like them. They're my enemy, and me and them. So yeah, so they're not your friends. This is just fake friend business, but yeah. So literally, like, you come to settle the score for your ancestors. That's why they chose you. Your family knew it, so they knew exactly what they was doing. And they worked with the enemy to do this. So this is telling me, yeah. You got to think in it. One path is to do, there's like the path of good and the path of the devil. Just like you got the good angel on one shoulder and then you got the devil on the other side. Just like that. Whereas before you may have gone down the wrong path, but you was just, I would just say you was just a victim of circumstance. Unhealed, and I get it. It is what it is. But with what you've been through, once you hit rock bottom, there's nowhere further than that other than up. Do you understand? Because the creator said it's not your time. So whoever you're seeing in your dreams, just know they're involved. Don't interact with them. I know who I saw. Yeah, I told you. We got the 8 of Swords in reverse. Remember I told you it came out already. So that tells me this is like they want you bound to your mind. So again, if these people did not do you harm in your past, yeah, why do they want you so badly to be back in the past? Think about it. Because they benefited more from that. Do you understand? Now that's them. Let me just say that much. So I don't know if it's 8 people or if they've done this through 8 consecutive cycles, but that's what that is. They wanted you bound by depression. They wanted you bound in your mind. They wanted you bound to the trauma they perpetrated on you since you came through your mother's birth canal. And I say it again, it is what it is. This is why some of you deliberately had step parents that came into your life. And they came, you know what I mean by this? Think about it, read between the lines. They came to steal your innocence, and that's exactly what they did. But they believe because they did it spiritually and not physically, then that means it's okay. No, it's not. No, it's not. Because you still cross lines and boundaries. That is like, what's the word? The ultimate betrayal. So there's no excuse. But yet, though, your main aim was to marry the parent so that you could attach your demonic self to their ancestral wealth. Because some of you have a bloodline of royalty. That's what they're not going to tell you. And I've told you already, I put mine up blatantly. So I know my bloodline. And I'm proud of it too. So some of you people are owed a lot of money. Told you, see this confirmation. There's 2 here. Hold on. Yeah. You took the right path, collective. If you would have taken the wrong path, it would have been in a reverse. Do you understand? And this tells me that these people, like I said, they've done a lot of things, yeah. They wanted you out of it. So with this, if that was in the upright, yeah, that's like saying that they bound you to the shit that they perpetrated on you. So it's really funny how they want to re-traumatize you from the shit God healed you from. That doesn't make any sense. You're going to get karma for that. So with this being here, this is telling me they wanted you to give up. They wanted you to get bored of being abused, bored of being traumatized. I just say it like it is. They wanted you to take yourself out. That was the plan. Could have done it to many others. And they worked hard to keep this hidden because 8 of Pentacles is on the bottom of the deck. So let me see if it comes out. And that'll be confirmation if it comes out, yeah? Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. And I said, it's all right. I know. This is why I'm laughing. You know, people say, oh, I hate your laugh. I just laugh even more. I find that funny. But yet, these people are the same people that are trying to hijack your style. Yeah, the holiday's over. So if these people build anything off of what they stole from you, it's over. Because the 4 of Wands is stability, holidays, marriage plans, celebrations. It's in the reverse. And that's exactly what these people was living off of your shit. They was living life like a dream. Every day for them was a holiday. And then they would still come back and spy on you. And like, I'm seeing like a group of people, whether that be online or in person, they would all meet up or all collaborate together every so often to like talk about you. Maybe even screenshotting your shit and being like, oh, see what they're doing. Ain't they dumb? Ain't they stupid? They ain't getting anything out of it, so why bother? That's because you dumbasses have been trying to slander people's name. But guess what? What goes around comes around. So whatever you built, it's going down the drain. If your business was successful, I call back every energy stolen from me, known and unknown. So everything they took from you is been given back to you with compensation. Yeah, look at that. We got the Hermit because you shine the light on these atrocities. For some of you, they try to burden you. Imagine that. How can you burden a child with the shame of the crimes you perpetrated? That is some messed up reverse psychology I've ever had the displeasure of experiencing. That's what I would say. But that's what it was doing. So they were shaming you for the things they did to you in order to get you to not speak up. That's that old trick. And you've been doing it because it worked. Do you understand? But there came a point where you felt compelled to. Do you understand? It's like you couldn't hold it in no more. But I believe in divine timing, so I see it as it was the right time for you to start speaking up. And I tell you why, because you may have spoken up through your childhood and nobody believed you. It's because they all had the same excuses in line to protect the lies, basically, and protect the abusers. And that was your own family. I have to tell like it, that was your own family. Do you understand? This tells me you complete something. You've completed something. So maybe you've completed healing. Maybe for some of you, what I've been seeing is, when you start something that can expand you and give you growth, it was the same people that you believe were supporting you that was going behind your back and sabotaging you. Maybe even berating you about whatever it was to make you stop and not do it. And that way they can then run out to the community and be like, see, I told you they never amount to nothing. They can't finish nothing they start. Now we know why. So when you keep things to yourself and don't tell nobody, look how many things you've managed to accomplish. Look how many things you have achievements for that you can back up with facts. Visible facts, not gossip like these people. And in turn, they ended up exposing themselves. So you had to shine a light on them too. So what it is, anytime you're around these people, it's like you bring out everything that's rotten in them that they try to suppress. That's what high frequency does to people masquerading in high frequency. Does that make any sense? That's what they do. Give me one more to clarify the sun and the hermit card spirit, please and thank you. Told you. So these are people that can't make you. I'm what I'm getting. They try to make you back down or retract things that you may have said or things you wanted to do. So it's literally like they were trying to project these false narratives into your mind. So then you in turn would say, yeah, my parent was right. I'm never gonna amount to nothing in life. I am this bad child. Even though they are a PED'd you of your childhood. But you're the one in the wrong. Make that make sense. That just allows them to not take accountability and also in turn not receive karma. When you speak out on these injustices, that's what brings about karma. And there's nothing they can do to stop it. They can continue to try and block your channel. They can continue to report your posts. They can continue to group up and report your whole account. It doesn't change the fact of the truth, does it? All right, then. So this is the Queen of Wands. This is just an evil person. Because we know the Queen of Wands is meant to be warm, cheerful, thoughtful, always helping somebody. No, boo-boo. The opposite. I'll tell you what the opposite is. A homewrecker. Someone who likes to destroy happy relationships. This is like a Lilith Jezebelian spirit. Just in a human vessel. So many people know exactly what I'm talking about because you've experienced people. Some of these people carry the name family. Do you understand? Even parental figures. I'm not going to call them any other word purely because in my situation, they never earned that right. Period. And I stand on everything I say too. Yeah. They cause other people to abandon you. So everything was done to keep you down, keep you suppressed, and basically make you abandon yourself as well as your own creativity. And they've known this. This is why they did the things they did. They wanted to spiritually break you. For some of you, they did. And it's taken literally a whole lifetime of trauma for you to come out of it the other end, which, by the way, they never planned for that neither. But here we are. So now they're suffering the consequences. Yeah, you're standing on your shit. You don't care. Where they like to put you down or make you feel bad for something, make you feel bad for having dreams, and then using, oh, but we're family. So these people is kind of like, how can I say, they was deliberately making you sabotage your own dreams to benefit them. And the minute they got what they wanted, they would discard you like you never did shit in the first place. That's these people. And they made money off it too, don't get twisted. Yeah. These are people that are breadcrumbing you, knowing full well they didn't just hold you back from what was yours. They were stealing and spending it and pushing that shit in your face, but making you believe they deserve it, but you don't. How does that work? But they wanted you out here penny pinching. Now, guess what? They're penny pinching. How about that? They're penny, yeah. They're fighting. They can't fight you no more because you know how to fight your battles. 501s is fighting, conflict. These are people that have been in competition with you since you was born. Again, who's top of the list, might you add? There's little fake vessels called family and parental figures and the siblings too that are karmic. They were so bloody jealous that they hated everything about you. Yeah, there it is. And some of you know it too. You just chose to ignore it. Some of you just hope that as they get older, they would mature in age and grow. Boy, was you wrong. If anything, the older they got, it was the more jealous and bitter they behaved. I know you didn't show them unconditional love because that's what you believed you were supposed to do. The mistakes you made, collective, you didn't place no boundaries there. And that's not really your fault because it is what it is, isn't it? I get that. Number one, you're going to think, oh, who's going to listen to you? Who's going to believe you? Number two, you was carrying their shame, and that's not fair. You was being burdened with the shame of things they did. That doesn't make any sense. And you rocked with that and made the best out of it. But the fact that you're still here, mind, body, and spirit, ooh, it's got these people in the uproar. They vex. They big man. And this is how you know, because the cards keep flying. The cards keep flying. Keep on flying. Told you this is again promotion. So take it however it resonates. This could be a physical promotion or a spiritual promotion. I said to you, some of you are leveling up, where you're going to notice a difference in the atmosphere. You're going to notice that you're not going to be embraced by different caliber of individuals. Nothing like the people you was accustomed to. Do you understand? This is why it's like they stalk your platforms and see who you're talking to, and then they will go behind your back and try and contact these individuals to try and slander you to them. But if these individuals got any sense, they will not listen. Don't even entertain the conversation. Do you understand? Because just for the fact of you listening, there's a crack in your boundaries then, in a sense of they're seeing that as, oh, if I keep insisting, then I'll be able to infiltrate their mind. And that's how they plant things on you. Do you understand? And they will use magic to what's the word? To empower it, if that makes any sense. To make it grow. Do you understand? They've been doing this shit. But they're out here trying desperately to make people believe that's who you are. But that's the behavior that they're displaying. So the same tactic they used on you as a child, that's what they're using on the community. Yeah. Two of Cups in the reverse. So basically, your truth is awakening people to their own truths, and it's causing breakups because Two of Cups is unions. So this means it's listen. If you're not divinely aligned to be with somebody, and that person's used some type of manipulative means or nefarious means to get you to stay with them, you can't do that. Why do I keep seeing people, men and women out here, doing magic on other people to make them people want to be with them? You cannot do that. I said it once and I'm going to say it again. You cannot force someone else's will who's not interested in you. Anybody doing that, you're a dog, you're a devil, period. There's nothing more to say about it. That's what you people are doing. You like the tea? It's boiling up. Yeah, that's what people have been doing. And these are the same people that were then, funny how they were then